matchups in the history of college football have had games, and more specifically, endings etched into the memory banks, etched into the lore of the sport, more than the Iron Bowl. From the kick six to the grave digger, you just hear those words, emotions, frustrations stirred up that last a whole year. And in a rivalry game like this one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start in the 25. The Tigers' offense will go to work first. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all three facets.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. Let's see what the Tigers respond with.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. It's a running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got it behind the line. It's Simmons. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after... So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Got room to work. Oh, a lot of space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent.
Wide open spaces. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Russell. That's reeled in, it's Hale. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Get it out on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great catch and run for 6.
You run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Reels it in down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line.
Turning on the Jets. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Just a simple play. Get the speedster on the edge. Get the edge. Block it up really well. and then let the running back do the rest. But I do like the finish from the defense. Listen, you gave up a big play. At least hit him as he goes out of bounds. Take a chunk out of him. Make the game physical. Make him pay for that run he just gave to you.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Turning it on. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly. And then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Extending the play. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield, it's Russell. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheel.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Speeding down the left side. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. With jet sweep pass. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Russell. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Looking to throw. Scrambling away. With the catch, it's Lewis. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Just keeps slinging it. Steps away to find some room. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside.
And the defense sniffs it out, and they're all over it. Down he goes. Couldn't even get the throw-off on the trick play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's chat a little big picture, Auburn. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next one?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep going.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit when you're still at 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the big fella. Oh, it's out! And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. He wants to change this route. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. There he goes. He's loose. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Simmons. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Odom. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Under fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got the screen set up. Crosses to 35. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a seam wide open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got him still on his feet. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The Tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the missed connection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Might be calling a hot route. Now they'll run it on the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Edwards. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Complete out of the backfield. It's a running room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Wants to fire on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Perry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Russell. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And down he goes back at the 3. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't seem... Here they come, and it's blocked. Picks it up. He'll try to do something with it.
And you got to give the special teams coach a lot of credit. He's been game planning this all week long. He saw something on film that made him believe they might be able to get some push and get some penetration right up the middle of the field, and it worked. Huge play on the block punt.
What a momentum change. Plays like that deliver, and the offense's job is to pay it off. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB isn't a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they're going to settle for a field goal attempt here instead of going for it. Big kick here can crawl them ever so closer to that lead, and the crowd trying to rattle this guy. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to South Carolina. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. The sweet feet buy a little time. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They'll toss it to the left. Oh, out of space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the 3rd sack of the game for this unit.
Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Wide open spaces.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Motion from the back. To the air, it's Russell. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the done.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it run.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the fourth.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Starts to scramble to the left. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finds a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answered the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Buying some time. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The latest edition of this in-state passion play is bathed in crimson as Alabama rolls to victory over Auburn in the Iron Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous play.